Testing, testing. Is my camera on? Filleting catfish. And since I thought you might be interested in this fillet process, I thought I would show you how I do it. Catfish they have a skin. They don't have scales. It's a skin it's hard to get off. It's stuck really hard to their bodies. These things are almost like prehistoric, you know. They have this unique, slippery, very slippery skin. They have these little, I forget what kind of flipper they're called, but they got a little flipper with a bone in them right here. See that? That thing is hard. It'll stick into your hand. You want to get them things folded out of the way. If they don't cooperate with you, you just trim them off. They will hurt. What I use to hold it down to pull the skin off is a board and a screw and a piece of wood. In the old days, I would nail it to a tree, and then the tree would get all smelly, you know, smell good like catfish. Easy there, fella. I don't think he likes, he's having a little bit of a misunderstanding about all this. See him? He's trying to get some air. So he don't jump all around while I'm trying to fillet him. I'm going to take his head off, and we're going to save that for the crab pots. This is where it helps to have a cleaver. All right. Ooh, yay. This part here, it goes into the crab pot bag. These are the innards there. Look at that, all that stuff in there. Got to pull all that out. Now you see how the skin is real slick. It's hard to get a hold of. I use this little deer bear skinning blade that comes from Alaska to get that skin started. It's really sharp. You can use a real sharp tip of a knife. If your knife tip is sharp, you can do that. See how that cuts right in there? Alright, you take your fillet knife and you get started just a little teeny bit. You don't want to pull too much off. Just want to get that tip started. Take a pair of pliers or vice grips or something. Look how easy that skin come off. See, this is what you can't eat. It's too chewy. I mean, it's tough. It's a tough hide. Throw that into the flavor saver for the crab pots. All right, this side's been de-skinned. Got the flipper over. Flipper. Flipper, flipper. I bet flipper won't taste as good as these. Alright. Let me find that other hole. And this other hole in the wood. That makes it a little bit easier to get back in there. I guess if you were concerned about the water, you wouldn't use an electric drill. My drill is insulated, but a cordless drill would work just fine, or like the old way with a hammer and a nail on the board. Just when you're using a hammer and nail, you gotta be careful that you don't drive the nail into your table. That's what the clamp is for. And your wife may not appreciate all them holes in her nice Chippendale table. Or Ethan Allen, or whatever it is, that fancy stuff that that you don't want to cook clean catfish on. Yeah, that's coming right out of there. Alright, this one's trying to bring some of that catfish with it, so I'm going to try to leave it. I don't want to take too much meat with me. I just want that skin off. Alright, let's see, let's try that again. Yay! There you go. Gotta have a sharp, skinny knife, and you can feel the bone. You want to kind of like go up and down around the bone, the vertebrae, the fish's kind of backbone, middle bone, whatever you want to call it. This real pretty little piece right in here, it's got a little bone in it. You gotta be careful with that one, but that's the delicacy there. That's the belly. That's a really good part of meat. If you have people that you're concerned about them getting the bone, you can separate that piece. That little piece right there, with that little rib bone, but that's a nice tasting piece of meat. All right. Okay. Separated the tail. I'm getting off the fins. This one up here is kind of tough. Oh, yep. Yeah. That's what I like about this blade here. You can get a little weight on it, and you can chop it down right in there. And this is the piece we save for the soup. Make soup stock, or make soup with it. Put it in that salt water. And that, my friends, is how I skin and fillet a catfish. Now I'm going to eat some.